So we're going to do some stretching, focusing very much on spine and hips. Let's come down to the floor, please, and let's start seated. By all means, have a cushion to sit on, have a block to sit on, so that you feel fully supported. I don't want you to have any grumpiness in your lower back. Now let's start knees bent, feet to about the width of the mat. And I want you just to reach your hands to the floor and slide your hands forward. Now, what you're trying to do is not hinge at the hip. You're trying to lengthen through your lower back. So just slide your hands forward. Let your head feel heavy. Reach your hands as far forward as you can. Doesn't matter how far you go. Think about the stretch in the lower back. If you're really feeling the backs of your legs, then bend your knees a little more. And now rebuild and sit tall. Okay, let's do that one again. Don't forget the top of the spine. Take a little nod of your chin and again, reach forward. So again, try not to fold at the hip. Imagine lifting up and over your waistband. Reach your hands out in front. So have your knees as bent as you like. We're not thinking about the lower body, the backs of the legs here at the moment. We're thinking much more lower back. Okay, and roll yourself back up to sitting. Superb. Now bend your knees. Take hold of the back of your knees. Bring your feet back in towards each other, not together, about hip width. And just roll off your sit bones into a rounded spine. If you're more comfortable, you could hold a towel behind your legs if that one suits you better. Just a little nod of your chin. Roll back up and sit tall. Again, a little nod of your chin. Roll off your sit bones into a rounded spine. And roll back up. Let's just do that one more time. This is a super way, sort of a reverse bridge, if you like. Super way just to get some mobility into that lower back. And roll back up. Okay, I'd like you to take your left leg out long. Bring your right foot to the outside of your left knee. Here we go. Here's our confusion. Left hand to the outside of your knee and pull your knee across you. Sit up tall. Now bring your other hand, right hand behind you, but you're trying not to lean back. Sit up tall. Pull your knee across you as you sit up as tall as you can and look away over that right shoulder, gently drawing your knee across you. Breathe. Go a little bit taller if you can. Relax. Let's untwizzle those legs. Let's swap it over. So left foot to the outside of the right knee, right hand to the outside of the left knee, left hand behind you. Sit tall, watch you're not leaning back. Put your knee across you and then turn and look over your shoulder, keeping that length through the spine. Well done. Okay, and relax. Perfect. So let's think a little bit more about hips here. I want you please to come down onto the floor and I want you to take your feet to about the width of the mat. Wide as you can, even wider still if you've got longer legs. And drop both knees over to one side. Let your back knee fall in behind your front foot. Just let that back knee become really heavy. And then come up center and drop both knees up and over to the other side. Okay, let's do that one more time to each side. Up and over. Drop one knee up, over to the other side. Back to the center and away. Okay, come back to your center. Walk your feet back in towards each other. Lift your knees towards you. Rest your hands on top of your knees. and just circle your knees out away from each other, back around and in. Both knees away from one another, back around and back in. Let's go the other way. Well done. Okay, bring your feet to the floor. I'd like you to roll to one side and come up into a kneeling position. Now you might need help to balance here, possibly, in which case shuffle over so you've got one hand on the back of your chair or the wall or what have you. And I want you to take your right leg out long. Okay, so we're going to open and close through the hip here. All right, so your foot is out long, your leg is straight, this knee is underneath you, and I want you just to turn your toes up to the ceiling and then back forward. And again, so you're very welcome to have one hand on the wall, but we are going to progress this one. Up to the ceiling, let's do that one more time. And back down. Now this time up to the ceiling and point, and can you reach away? Not with the upper body, but through the inner thigh. So as you flex, you'll shorten slightly. As you point, so you'll get that length right into the inner thigh there. And then flex to shorten, and again, point out long. And relax. Bring your foot back over, and now bring this hand down to the floor. Turn your foot right up and away. Open through your chest, and now point. And flex. If that's a little intense, then stay as you were. And point. And flex. Let's do that one more time. And point. And flex. Now rotate toes forward, toes to the ceiling. And toes to the front. And again, toes to the ceiling. Let's do that one more time. And toes forward, toes to the ceiling, and relax and come back up. Okay, relax, bring your knee back in underneath you, and let's go to side two. So needless to say, shuffle around if you need some support. Make sure your knees are protected if you're on a hard floor, etc. So let's take this foot out long, and we're going to rotate up and close forward and down. And again, rotate toes to the ceiling and back down. So move up a little bit. And again, toes to the ceiling. Great work. And back down. Okay, now this time, toes to the ceiling and point away. So try not to follow, oh, got cramp. Try not to follow with your upper body. Get that inner thigh stretch and then flex back up. So as you point, you're going to really feel right in the inner thigh here. And then flex back up. Well done. And again, point. Superb. And flex and bring your foot back over. So now with the option of bringing your upper body. So what you're doing is lengthening here. From here, you've now made yourself a bit longer. Now rotate. And close. Great. And again, rotate. And close. And again, rotate. Hold it here. Now point. And flex. Good, good, good. And again, point, really lengthening through that inner thigh. And flex one more time. Now point. And flex. Come up out of it. Bring your knee in underneath you. Fantastic. Now we're going to go into a deep, deep squat. Come up to standing and we're going to layer it up. We're going to do it in stages. If you know your knees don't like this, then obviously you will have a form of support. What I want to do, take the feet wide and start to come down. If you feel this is enough for you, that's fine. I want you to stick your bottom out and down, sit heavy and hold that squat. So if that's enough for you today, perfect, you stay here. If you feel that your knees will permit it, start to go a little further and a little further and a little further. And can you come down to here? And just to let you know, it took me quite a lot of work for my knees to accommodate this. You may not want to be here, and that's fine. We may want to have your hands to the floor. Watch your knees don't tip in. Okay, so From a standing position, stay down. If you're there, stay down. Come to here. That may be enough for you. You may want to hold on to the back of the chair and feel that that's enough for you. That's great. Otherwise, bring your hands onto your thighs. And then from here, if it suits you, can you sit right down? And can you hold it? You may want a little shimmy side to side. You can do that with a higher squat as well. A little shimmy, but we've already really challenged those inner thighs. We've had a lot of movement through the hips. So the inner thigh's going to feel it here. Hold, well done. Try to tuck your bottom underneath. If you're low down like I am, try to pull your hips forward. Bring your hips right in underneath you. Okay, are you ready to come out of it? With the option of bringing your hands to the floor as a push-up, all the way back up. And stand tall. Perfect. Bring your feet back in line, and we're going to finish that one with a quad stretch. So again, one hand on the back of the chair if you need to. You can use a towel. You could have a towel around your ankle. Bring your foot up behind you like so, or taking hold of your foot, one hand to the back of the chair. Feel that stretch into the front of the thigh. A little bit of a bend in that front, in that supporting leg. Okay, knees are in line. And then from here, just tuck your hips again in underneath you. Just get a little bit more of a length through the front of the thigh there. Relax, gently does it. Bring your foot to the floor and then side two. So remember, you got the option. Please don't upset your knees. Just make a loop around your ankle. Hold your foot like so. So you're not over flexing that knee there. Still getting that stretch. So an option here is absolutely fine. One hand on the kitchen worktop, whatever. And then gently does it. Bring your foot back down to the floor. And let's just roll over and down. Just hang. So quite a lot of hip work there, inner outer thigh work. Hip opening, well done. Roll yourself back up. Whew. And why not just a little bit of a shimmy? This is such an easy one to do. Hold those ribs still, maybe some circles. Make sure your lower back is happy. Fabulous work. Well done, everybody. Brilliant. I hope you enjoyed that. Okay. Last but not least, I'm going to have a quick slurp of my coffee. Okay, we are going to do, what are we going to do? Oh, yes. Did I say coffee? Silly me. I'll just have a sip of my green juice. We're going to do a chest opener, chest and shoulders and neck mobility. Let's come back down to the floor. And I'd like you to bring your block or your cushion. Come over onto one side. Pop the block under your head. Your knees are bent, knees in line, arms out in front of you, hips are stacked, shoulders are relaxed and down. Now keep your knees in line. Your upper knee is your point of reference. You're going to lift your upper arm. Take it as far back as you can without that upper knee traveling, but also watch that you're not arching your back. So as your arm travels back behind you, tuck your tailbone underneath you just slightly. Push your hips underneath you a little bit and then close your arm back down. Now, if you're doing this as a warm-up or just for a bit of mobility, then you could keep opening and closing. If you've just done a tough old weights class and you feel you need a bit more of a stretch, then you could open your arm out and hold it here for a good 30 to 60 seconds, just letting the weight of your arm, letting gravity do its work, open through the front of the chest there. So if you've been pushing weights, planks, push-ups, anything involving pushing weights away from you, and this is a great way just to recover. Likewise, being driving, sitting in front of a computer. So you've got the option here of open and close, or open, hold a static pose, maybe a couple more times. Whatever choice you go with, keep your hips in line, keep your knees in line, back stays quiet. and breathe. Okay, close your arm back over. Let's just do a couple of circles this one. So pull your arm further out in front of you. Slide your fingers along the floor, right the way around behind you. Lift up, brush past your hip. And again, reach out in front of your lower hand. Slide your fingers out and away, right the way out behind you. And then we're going to reverse it. Slide your fingers back, right the way out behind you, circle up and over. Reach out in front of you. And away, back, 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 back behind you. And up. And over and recover. From here, just relax. I want you to roll please onto your back. Now you can leave the cushion under your head. Take it away. Really, that's up to you. How comfortable you feel. That's up to you. Let your arms relax by your sides. Leave your knees bent and just roll your head away to one side. Take your chin right over to your shoulder. Back to your center and over to the other side. Back to the center. Up and over to the side one. Take your chin right the way over. Back to the center. And again, away to the opposite side. Let's do that one more time each way. Up and over. And come back to your center. Okay, now I want you please to lift both arms to the ceiling. Turn your hands so that your palms face towards your knees. And take both arms right up overhead, keeping your arms straight. So as soon as your elbows bend or your back starts to arch, don't go any further because you're no longer in your shoulders. Bring your arms back up and bring them all the way back down by your sides. So just check in here. Think about the shape through the spine, your rib connection. Lift again, arms stay completely straight. Reach both arms overhead so your arms brush past your ears. Arms stay straight, ribs stay connected to the floor. And bring your arms back up and over. Okay. Now lift your arms again, and this time turn your hands so your palms face each other. Take both arms overhead, leading with your thumbs. Circle your arms out and around and come back in. Overhead, out and around and come back in. Let's do a couple more this way. Now come back to your center and let's reverse it. Never underestimate the benefit of these moves. Just notice what's going on through your shoulders. Can both arms match each other? Are both arms working equally? Is there any discomfort, any niggles? How's your neck feeling about this? Is your spine trying to get involved? So we just think about gentle mobility, movement for the shoulders without having any impact up and down the chain. And back to the center, relax and bring your arms back down by your sides. And then let's go on to our opposite side now for our chest opener just to finish. So knees are bent, arms out in front of you. Side two, lift your upper arm. So remember here, you've got the option if you want to open and close, a bit more mobility focus. That's option one. If you want more of a focused stretch, then take your arm right out behind you, let it sit heavy there. 30 to 60 seconds. And then close back over. So perhaps if you're feeling really tight in the front of the shoulder, top of the chest, that's a good one. If you are stretching, you always want to be stretching a warm body. So post-exercise of some description, it doesn't have to have been a class. It could have been out walking the dog, doing the gardening, or what have you. Something that's warmed you up, got you moving. So you're stretching a warmer body. Everything's a bit more compliant. So open and close, or hold that static open position. And let's now bring it up and over. And we're going to a couple of circles in each direction. So reach your hand forward, slide your fingers out, away, right way out behind you, and out in front, right out in front of your hand, and away behind you. Lovely big circle. Remember, knees stay in line, hips stay stacked. And then let's reverse. Reach your arm right out and away. Great big circle. And again. And close your arm back down. Okay, I'd like you please to come up to sitting. Just benefit from network from a seated position. So if you prefer, go and sit on a chair or sit on your block so that you feel comfortable. All right, and I want you just to turn and look over one shoulder, but don't drop your chin. Keep the length, keep the space between your chin and your shoulder the same. Bring your head to the center and away to the other side. Let's do that one again. Bring your head to the center and look over one shoulder. Perfect. Return to the center and over the other side. Come back to your center and just take your head over to one side. Let your upper hand rest and feel that length through the neck there. Take your hand away. Be kind to your neck here. Just very slowly and gently return center. And then to the other side. And again, let the weight of your hand sit there. Take your hand away. Bring your head back to your center. Superb. Roll out your shoulders. Big deep breath in, and as you breathe out, reach up to the ceiling, stretch up tall, and relax. Fabulous, well done.